Okay, thank you for this time to speak about what we're doing in the city of Lancaster. So my name is Rick Gaiman, and I run I'm a direct healthcare provider to the city of Lancaster. And our concern is one of our main focuses is providing nutrition, healthy nutrition, to the city of Lancaster and its citizens. So I want to talk a little bit about what some of our concerns are and what we're doing to improve health in the city. First off, a little bit about us. We have a medical office in the city with about 5 doctors and about 12 nurses. And so we're open to the public, and we come and people come in, and we take care of them and support their health needs. So our top 3 concerns are that we have several nationalities, quite a mixture in the city of Lancaster, and that gives us some concerns about cultural competency. We also are a poor city. We are below the state average and the national average in average household income. We also have a fairly young population, quite a bit of children. So first things, cultural competency. If you look at the graph here, you can see we have a big split there, 40% whites, 39% Hispanic, and 14% black. And so this are the demographics from 2016. So Hispanic, we're going to talk about them a little bit. Our goal is to understand their culture, their beliefs, their food practices, and their terminology, understand how they relate to each other and what's important to them. And as we're looking at their diet, we're seeing that there's opportunities to modify a few of the dishes that they have that are high in sodium, fat, and sugar. And we want to provide ways to help them understand what some healthy alternatives are that are going to improve their diet and increase their quality of life. And not only that, do we want to address this at the individual level? We like to find ways to partner with the family as a whole, as a family unit, to be able to improve the accountability and the likelihood that the family as a group will progress towards healthier habits. The other portion of the population is the black community. We've noticed in their food preparation that there's an opportunity to modify some of the sodium, fats, and sugars that they put into their food with herbs and spices. This will still help them find that the flavor they're looking for, but provide a healthier alternative. I would also like to replace the fruit juice that they consume with fresh fruit, for example. And also would like to find a way to weave more vegetables into their diet and less meat. The black community also likes to eat a lot of meat. And so not only in the meat they're consuming, can we steer them to vegetables? Can we also steer them towards meat that has less fat in it, that's a little bit more lean? The Asian American community, they have a habit of buying groceries daily. And so we want to help educate them on how to store their foods to prevent them from perishing, so they can get a little bit more life out of them and continue to buy healthy. We also like to introduce them to some fruits and vegetables and legumes that are healthier options that they may have not been taken advantage of. The other challenge that we're seeing is that from some of the Asian Americans, that the parents are still eating the culturally traditional way, whereas the children have adopted to more of American ways. And so this there's 2 opportunities here. We want to help the parents adapt to some healthier fruit and vegetable options that we have here in the States, but then also walk with the children to make sure they have not gone into two of the unhealthy Western food options. Some of the demographics, I talked about how poor it is. So we have about 21,000 households here in Lancaster with a median property value of $109,000. And if you look at some of the demographics with homeownership in Lancaster, about 42% of the citizens are homeowners. Compare that to the national average of 63%. So we are seeing quite a significant population of poor people who don't own their homes. Also comparing the average household income, Lancaster there at the bottom of the graph is at 36% compared to PA in the United States. The average is $54,000 and $55,000. So again, Lancaster is poor. So what do we want to do with that? Well, this is some of our concerns. So with the poor demographics, there is less knowledge on nutrition. So we would like to be able to communicate what healthy nutrition looks like. And we want to not also just involve the individual, but the family. If the family can be a part of this journey of healthy nutrition, it can improve their quality of life that they all experience. We'd also like to partner with schools and churches in small ways with programs to remind and reinforce the value of healthy nutrition. And what are some simple ways they can apply regular practices of healthy eating? We'd also like to partner with local government officials to bring healthy options to the city and finding incentives for either local businesses, such as grocery stores, to bring more food options in that are healthy. If we can even partner with the local government to have city businesses partner with farmers in the surrounding community outside of the city to bring fresh food options in. We'd also like to partner with local grocery stores to provide easily understandable nutritional information. For example, if we have these little blow-up call-outs next to some of the food on the shelf, saying, well, this is a healthy option. You need this many servings a day, and these are the nutrients and the vitamins it provides you, as a way of reminding and directing this food gives you this energy, this food gives you this health benefit, as a way to point them and remind them to the value of healthy eating. Our young population, you can see there that we have a significant number of children that are under the ages of 17, and then also 24. That's a significant part of the population. And so we do have some concerns there with either malnutrition, but most importantly, with a young population, type 1 and type 2 diabetes. The average age of diagnosis for type 1 is about 8.5 years. And so we also want to take some preventative measures with screening for type 2 diabetes and remind, again, going back to some of the schools and the churches, reminding children in these areas, partnering with these organizations for programs to incentivize and encourage physical activity, and then continue to remind them the value of nutrition, with obviously teaching knowledge and attitudes and behaviors for healthy eating to prevent type 2 diabetes. Thank you very much. Here's a list of the references that I used in my research.